Oh, I'm always in chat. And thanks for the follow, dog tags. Let's get this shit show started. No. No. I love this music. Oh, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Final Fantasy VII, Mythic, Jedi, dogs. Can we just call you dogs? Dog tags? I'm not sure. Someone save you. You've spent like 2 hours playing Magic the Gathering on your desktop. Thank you for the follow, Jedi and Master Sarah. Let's see this haircut. I know, right? So it's be kind, be kind. The wife did it. You know, it's not. Oh God, I'm already. I forgot that the mirrored look. Oh God, it's already over. She was unsure. I was a little, just yesterday I was like, I just need to have this haircut, like, done. What's that? Oh, the other clothes. Does it look it, or is it just the lighting? I do have like the Mr. Fantastic thing going. I do have that going on. So technically, yes. Some people tell me that like I have a little bit of gray right there. I need to dye the hair. Okay, it's something that's gonna have to get done. It looks it. Thank you. I'm getting old, I guess. That's what they say. Anyways, that is his scalp. Thank you. Could be my scalp. Give it a day or two. Maybe we'll take care of it all up here. Never. Oh, okay. There's something. Anyways, let's load up the game. We are in chapter 12, fighting for the survival. Hence the name Opa. The plate is about to go down. At least that's what I believed that's going to happen. Anywho, let's get right to the point. The drinking needs to begin. I'm actually happy there are people here. It's a late stream. I didn't think the peeps would hop on in, but here we are. And thank you for the host, sir. Appreciate that. It is late. I wasn't expecting to be at the in-laws so late, but I did make a promise that I was going to stream today and tomorrow. So, better late than never, as they say. We'll hopefully get a Gavin appearance later. Hopefully. You tired to drink with me? I had half a beer and instantly got a headache. I had a headache driving home, so it happens. The kitty tax will be paid. You just keep putting everything in here. Why is it? Oh, okay. That would make sense as to why it's raining fire. It's raining fire, not men. It could be raining men. Eventually, it's gonna be raining men. Yes. Fame is doing good. They really did miss the little guy. It's obviously been a while since they've seen him, so they were happy to at least be able to see him and spend some time with him. So.
Get your ass back up now! Chopper's gonna chew you up.
Still alive and kicking?
Damn right. Leading man sticks around to the
I think it's comical the fact, like, you literally don't see Barrett for, like, outside of the first, like, 2.5, 3 hours of the game. Don't see him for the next 18 hours, and then out of nowhere, he's back. So, I've been fed up with basically all my cats, but mostly Gavin. He comes up here every time, and he likes to lie on the keyboard like most cats, right? And I want to solve that problem. I want to enjoy having my cats up here with me, but I get annoyed if they're going to touch the keyboard. Obviously, that touches many things. It becomes a problem during streaming. So I did download, it's like a key logged program. I don't know. I don't even know. All I know is that I hit 3 keys, Control Alt and L, and it locks my keyboard, so you can jam on it, throw a cat on it, and it's not going to do anything until you type unlock to unlock it. That's Gavin proof. That's cat proof. So yeah, I thought it was a little odd to start. I just like Googled. I was like, how do I lock my keyboard? And then I was like, how is it like how does Windows not have a built-in keyboard lock? Like I thought that was like a given. Like sometimes some keyboards have a built-in lock or a lock key. Mine has a Windows lock key, but not. He probably could. There's been a couple of times where I don't know if I've locked the actual keyboard or if he's like somehow like just mashed all his paws and face in the right configuration and unlocked it, because I've seen a couple things happen, but we don't know.
Not when I'm working.
My keyboard is well, that was the other thing. So like I wanted to buy a nice wireless keyboard after my other one sort of went. I couldn't find one that I liked that wasn't I wanted to get like cherry keys,
You ain't got shit on us.
mechanical keyboard, full numpad and all that stuff. So I couldn't find one that wasn't going to break the bank, or at least I wasn't not going to kill the bank on. Where did this guy go? So yeah, so that was essentially it. So yeah, we're getting right in. Okay, right into the meat and bones here. Whatever happened to Eris, we don't know. Oh, that's right, she went off with what's his face. What kind of abilities you got? Steel Skin, Lifesaver. Either one of those could be good. And spells. Give that to myself. There we go. Mine's cheap as fuck. What's the big deal with those? Yeah, keyboards get expensive. Like, so I don't know. People like the clickiness, I guess, would be part of it. Oh come on. I was just gonna say. Wait, does she not have assess? Oh yes, she does. Let's just see what good old Reno is weak against. Okay, so hold on. So he has no weaknesses. But I'm confused where it says greater resistances. So wait, hold on. Does that mean don't use lightning on him right there? Lifesaver will keep him off of Cloud Road. Don't forget, we're playing on Dumbo Easy mode here. Yes, they are a little bit more responsive. The one I bought specifically is spill-proof, dust-proof, low waterproofy a little bit. So I wanted to have yeah, no zip zorp. I like that. I like that. No zip zorp. Magic and lightning attacks only have a slight effect on. Okay, so just don't use lightning. Quite simple in my eyes.
No escape. I'm waiting.
I should have guessed from the way that he's just sort of like really just lighting up everybody like nice little Christmas. Everything but Gavin. Yeah, it was until now. Until now. Until now.
That it? Come on.
You know, maybe that'll be something I can do later on in life. Is I can make something that's Gavin proof. Or that's something we'll work towards. We'll strive. Okay, we just took a major beating there, but that's fine. You know, it happens to the best of us. Happens to the best of us. Reno moves really quick, and I almost can't keep up. But I need to get back on playing this. I'm right at the end of my normal playthrough, but I can't stream from the PS4 for chapter. Why can't you stream from the PS4 for chapter 18? What's going on with that?
Lucky shot. How?
Going in.
There we go.
Any last word?
Oh, he didn't like that. Redheaded stepchild never liked that. What do you mean it's blocked? Like old Persona 5 blocked? Like you can't. It's like one of those things.
Say what?
I popped out of the chat, put the game off screen because I'm trying not to spoil. No, that's fair, Sarah. That's fair. Yeah, like I never knew they did that.
Rubbing off on you.
That is.
Heads up, guys.
That's so weird. And maybe we shouldn't just be stepping in front of this, guys. It'll just show a blast here. It did. Really? See, I didn't. See, to me, that is so weird for a game to do that. Like, because... Wait, why would you do that? I can't be the only one thinking that that's super weird. Like, if you're gonna do it, you might as well do it for the whole game, right? Like, I'm not the only one thinking that that's silly. I don't even hear as a middleman. It's like, yeah, well, but that's the thing. Like, it's just so weird. Like, if you're gonna go off and block certain things, like, you might as well just block the whole game so that, like, although it'd be sucky for people like yourself who are able to stream it and whatnot, but it's just, come on, Square. Just be guileless. Make a decision. Either the whole thing or nothing at all. I don't think you can. I still don't think that's a fair assessment, though. Endgame spoilers. Like, you're gonna let people stream the whole game except the ending? Are we supposed to attack this or? I mean, if I know one thing, it's that helicopters hate electricity. Sometimes they run on it, though. Yeah, I played BioShock, but that was long before I ever decided to stream or anything like that. That's how they're doing with Persona 5 Royal. You can't stream a third semester. Oh, for God's sakes! This is pretty annoying. I feel like I'm supposed to do anything, but there's nobody else to hit here other than just rude patootie. Oh yeah, just yeah. Okay, there we go. Get down. Get to the chopper. See, I never knew that even about the new Persona 5. Like that. God, that irks me. Like, I remember, like, when the first one came out, and everyone was all worried that, oh, I'm going to stream this game out, it's going to shut down my YouTube channel, it's going to shut down my Twitch. Quite frankly, I almost would have preferred they would have done that, because they said they were going to do that, and then they had a couple of big streamers piss in their face, and they didn't do squat. So I was like, oh, you jerk-offs. You had the option to shut down those big boys. Because you told them, and hey, look, it's their content. They can do what they want with it. But I just thought, like, really, like that's how you're gonna go about it. No idea, not super tech. So I think like the PS4 just knows when you're streaming that it knows what to block. Yeah, it's just they know what they're doing. Did he just say suck on this? Like as if suck on these nuts? Like one of those things? Because that would have been hilarious.
Get lucky now.
It's alive. What was it? What was it? The PS2 had the old commercial like that. It was like it's thinking or something, or it's drinking. I can't remember what it was. It was one of those things. It was pretty hilarious. Maybe it was the PS3 launch. I can't remember.
Bring it.
I got zero idea. Yeah, it's a tough thing to figure what it was. It's getting so bright, just like out of nowhere.
Come on.
Ow. Why would you go and kick me like that? He keeps saying suck on this. It's such a weird thing to say. Like,
I'm waiting.
Poor Rude. I mean, these boys are gonna live to see the other day. Absolutely, we all know that. But you know, they're not gonna like it. He says many weird things. So how did you know about that Persona 5 Royal, the third semester thing? I'd never even heard that until like literally just now when you mentioned it. Let's see Tifa's Limit Break.
Giving it my all.
Nicely done. Online poking around. Well, your head hurts, you're gonna lay down. No, it's okay. I'm sorry I was a little super late today. I was happy that you were able to at least stop on in, say hi. But please do get better, get well. Try not to lose this account. Get banned from it. Keep Jedi Master Sarah around. And we'll be around tomorrow too, so maybe we'll see you then. Cheers as always, Sarah. Thanks for tuning in. He's got to be playing possum, right? There's no way we just killed him on the turf.
Where are you going?
She just said she got banned, that's all. Probably Sexy Skyrim would be my guess.
Where'd you?
Oh,
Plate separation initiated.
am I the only one that thinks that, like, having a button to actually separate the plate is a little
Section
weird?
1 separation imminent. Evacuate immediately.
Like, why would you, I'm trying to think of, like,
Initiated.
why
son
would
of
you
a bitch.
want to
What
remove
have
this
you
plate?
done?
What's the advantage here?
Cloud!
Reno is fine, Big Baby will walk it off. I'm happy to hear that. Well, that too, right? Like, at least maybe have it in the Shinra building, or Shinra building, whichever it is. Okay, everyone's favorite Turk is okay. I mean, Barrett, you know, shooting at it, that's going to do a lot better. Literally removing any point where you could actually maybe hit a button to stop the plate separation, maybe.
What do we do?
Well, just say we don't do anything.
There is nothing you can do now.
Barrett will solve any problem he can with
You
bullets.
can't do this!
Like,
I found Marlene!
oh, well,
Eric.
great. Now
Marlene.
you're okay.
My Marlene.
No, the
What did
other
you do with
Marlene.
her?
The other Marlene from Sector
Where
4.
are you?
Come on.
I'm at the...
Sir,
I'm at the head office.
your activities unwittingly brought you into contact with the Ancient, who is now back in our custody where she belongs.
What's with the dot right there? Why does he have that?
Which you stand has been condemned.
Did he always have that? Was that just like a little pixel in the old Final Fantasy VII?
You have to go now!
You know,
And where
that would have
exactly
eaten up
do you
way
expect
too
us to
many.
go?
Like I'm trying to think. I had the Final Fantasy VII like book, and it had like a bunch of stuff on each character and everything. I don't ever remember seeing the little, I don't know, birthmark, little jewel, maybe who knows what it is. Oh God, well this isn't gonna go well for, well, anybody in the slums. Do you think Eris's house is gonna be okay? Hold on.
If we don't get the
Eric.
hell out of here right now, we're
Oh,
dead.
oh God, now
We
you're
gotta
timing
think
me?
of something.
Yeah.
Can I not? Maybe I should head towards where it says goal. He has the dot and Grace is, okay, I've never seen that, so.
Found us a way out.
Oh, at least they stuck with that. I'm just happy that after that 30 seconds I didn't die there. That would have been terrible. All hail Google, yes. Or ask Jeeves, also good. Bing, I heard, is what you do for porn. Porn is Bing. Whatever floats your boat, quite frankly. And... Opa! Now, how is that still working when it was connected to said structure that is now failing? I would just stand there and accept it. This guy's fighting it all off with the cat. Boy, it's a little bit of chug there. Bing lives in the trash heap working. Oh. Is that Kate Sith? He looks more cat-like in this game than he did in the older game. I believe so. That's all you see of him so far. At least you got a taste of him. That was nice. That was a little nice. Boy, that was some chug, though. That was some the fat chocobo. A non-elemental entity capable of powerful physical attacks. I had him as a mount in Final Fantasy XIV. I would absolutely believe they are capable of powerful physical attacks. Absolutely. Just look at that. That's a chocobo. That's enjoying life right there. How do you so? You get it's weird like. No, like he has little feet and he wears so like you sort of sit like more so on the back of his neck. I guess you'd say like he's more a little more upright than a typical chocobo where you like sit in behind sort of like on its back. Well, thank God we're fine, but your bar is gone. I think it would be more comical if it was like a BB-8 and you rolled around on it like that. I think that'd be cool. Now that they've added flying on it in that game, I think maybe even that would be something as well. Well, we got ourselves a trophy. We're moving on. Right through the Barney rubble.
Hey!
Trouble.
Anybody out there?
Yes, Barrett. Yes, Barrett. We can hear you. We're coming for you, big boy.
I think I hear him up ahead.
Hey! Can anybody hear me?
Here goes.
And push!
Why don't you use your big sword? I mean, that might work too. It's funny, like, so there's a new patch coming out for Final Fantasy XIV. I want to give it a whirl. They essentially make, I think there's like 4 expansions now, or there will be 4 expansions. Yes, I should assume that. So it makes the first part of the game a little more dropped down. Like the first part of the game was easily 150 hours if you want to go through all the stories. It takes up a lot of time, especially when you want to go through to play the later expansions. So they're supposed to fix it, but then of course COVID happened, so now they got delayed a little bit. But I'm afraid of getting back into an MMO because I have so many other games I'd rather play. Why don't you use your bullets to solve your problems? But you must know that she's not dead. You listen to Aerith, right? Like, did you not listen to her? She has her. Yeah, like my thing is like I feel like I only start to play them instead of playing everything else because I feel like I need to get my money's worth out of it, and then of course I forget about the other games that I've spent money on. So I don't.
Think like that.
As much as even if I like them, it almost has to be like they always were a good game, at least for me to play. Generally during the summer, where not a lot of games were coming out, so it would be like that good summer lull to play games with. But now, especially with COVID, it almost like separates it into another, because now like people are being in, game companies are starting to learn. Like we might not see any brand new games being developed for a little bit, but we're starting to see, you know, especially with The Last of Us 2, that got pushed because people are realizing like, look, we're gonna be stuck inside for, it's probably gonna be a lot longer than we anticipated. So we've got to keep this stuff flowing and got to keep projects going. So maybe that'll change. I don't know. Heavy into WoW and invest a lot of time. Yeah, my wife plays WoW. She just got back into it, and especially like it works well. Like I always liked WoW, but it just doesn't do it for me anymore. It's one of those things where I think, like, I don't think Blizzard
Barrett.
gets it anymore, or maybe it's
Marlene's
Activision
fine.
Blizzard now that doesn't get it. I'm not sure.
Aerith found
It
her.
just seems like they're phoning it in, and they have been for a while.
Aerith.
And I don't like giving a
Is that
company
the
money
girl they
when they
took?
continuously do
Yeah.
that. But, you know, like, I can
That's
look
her.
at, like, my wife. She's enjoying it. She's putting in hours at a time. They probably are more
hell's going
focused on
on?
the
I
Overwatch, and that's
asked Eric
fair.
to find Marlene and
I,
take
th-
her
I
somewhere
think
safe.
they took some time a few years ago wanting to do a sequel to World of Warcraft, and then
And she did?
they realized, like,
You sure?
you can't really shut down World of Warcraft and put out a sequel. I
Hey,
almost think that they almost
where
have
you
to do
going?
what Final Fantasy 14 did, and is almost like make World of Warcraft end, die, whatever, and then you can bring out a sequel. But you just amalgamate it as if it's the same game. You update the graphics, you update the world, you update everything, but you essentially aren't making people buy a new product. It's a giant update. Think of it that way, I guess. Sort of like how they did with Cataclysm, but you know, on a much larger scale. And I mean, Overwatch 2 is coming out, and that's gonna have to battle against Valorant when that comes out. So they're still making expansions for. Yeah, exactly. So now they have two things now. And people, I think they're doing it right. Like,
When is
I've
that
never
going
played
to
Classic,
happen?
but I've heard people who played it.
This wasn't an
It's
accident.
what they wanted. You know, it's exactly what people want. Okay, I'm gonna put the materia from Aerith. I believe she has the all materia. We're gonna remove that. Oh, I just have a feel. You know what? No, just keep it on her. Just he needs another piece of materia. So what does he got? He's got barrier, fire, and ice. Oh, I was gonna buy another magnify. That's what I was gonna do. And we didn't buy one because we didn't have money. Because we're a goofball. I don't know what that does. I don't know what this does either. That looks like something we could. We'll leave it at that until maybe we'll find a spot. I did forever ago. I'd make accounts with friends, and well, and that's the thing too. Is like, you know, I remember my days of playing it long ago, where I was raiding, and we were
I said,
first strike is handy
where
to
you
level up.
going?
Okay.
Aerith's house. It's in the Sector 5
And then,
slums.
you know, it's
that's
like
where
friends move
Marlene
on
is?
or groups move
Where
on.
we
I was
hope
like
she
with a
is.
group of 20 people. We had two groups of 10s raiding. We weren't,
Tell
you
me
know,
she
mythic
is.
level raiders or anything
Give me
like that, but it was
something to
great
hang on to.
get together literally every
Even if
Thursday
she's not,
and
I won't blame you
raid
for
and
it, I
get on
swear.
voice chat and chat and have fun. And
Who am I kidding?
you know, of course,
I'd probably
drama
try to
gets in
tear
the
your
way
head
and
off.
blows up in front of everybody and ruins it. And so there's nothing you can do about that. And then
Know anything
slowly
about
don't have
ancients?
anyone to play with or move on to
I
different
know
games.
I've heard of
and
them at least.
That's it. That sucks.
They
but
come up in planetology
at least without
books.
that, you tend to
Meant
be
to
able
be
to
the
move on at
original
least.
stewards
So.
of the planet. But
And
even
that's fine
commune
with me. I
talk
don't mind
to them
moving
and
on.
stuff.
So
That must be why the Turks wanted
did you
her
do
so
some art
badly.
streams earlier on over the what day of the week is it?
My veins flows the blood of
Tuesday,
ancients.
Wednesday?
This planet is
I
my
don't know what day of the week
birthright.
it is. Starting to see a little more Sephiroth, which is nice. He just pops up out of nowhere.
You have failed again, I see.
Always love this score right here. I've been doing them more frequently. Well, that's good. That's good.
But through suffering, you will grow strong. Isn't that what you want?
Oh, he's so dreamy.
Cloud?
Don't worry about it. I just saw some guy with silver long, beautiful hair named
It's nothing.
Sephiroth. Has a mother named Genova.
go.
We'll move on to it. I promise you. Decided to open up the current project while I listen. The last outfit redesign that I need to do before heavy into character references. Sure. Oh, Don Corneo. Yeah, all the people in the slums are finally gonna get some beautiful sunlight
right now.
No shit. Where would you run them anyways? So, look, God, look, even the hookers are out of it. They don't know what to do.
Yeah, it's just when I think about it, all those poor
Can we not do anything? It's not up here. All these little nooks and crannies, little streaming nooks. I hope they have a nook one day.
Over there.
What the hell are they doing here?
Their jobs, probably. Just focus on seeing Marlene again. Nothing else.
It's like, what, we're on chapter 13, and there's 18 chapters that you said? Dude,
Hey there. We're a pharmacy, but
pharmacy. Hey, look, we need our methamphetamines here. We only have items though. That sucks. We got tons of potions. In reality, we really don't need any. What I want is a magnified piece of material. Some of them pass quick. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I wasn't gonna stream too long today, but maybe if I can get this one and the next one done up. Oh, no, don't want to go that way. They're apparently looking for me, so we're not gonna go that way. Jeez, that's street tough.
Nothing as of yet.
You just have a normal PS4, right, Mythic? You don't have a Pro or anything? You're basic
You guys
like
run
me.
into Jesse at the pillar?
Yeah, Biggs too. They were both in pretty bad shape. But Wedge wasn't up there with them. He got out.
She says they were in pretty bad shape. She doesn't say they were dead. Why would she say they died? I mean, Jesse for sure, I thought, died. Yeah, debate on a Pro performance. Yeah, like, I mean, I know for myself, like, it won't make sense unless this one breaks. Knock on wood that it doesn't. And I also don't have a 4K TV, like, so it really doesn't make sense for the performance. I would literally
if we don't look for them,
probably still just get another basic PS4. Or I probably wouldn't even buy another one. I would probably just wait for the PS5, to be honest. If this one was not expensive to get fixed. Because Tifa doesn't want to face the truth. It's probably true though. That is eerie. You can see the top. But you know what? They even got rid of all the rich people that lived on Sector 7, like on the roof. Like, they didn't tell them to start leaving. I'm probably missing like a bunch of side quests. Right? Yeah, Shinra gives 0 shits. Probably, but they do have a dental plan, and I hear they give out,
My ears are still
cookies around Christmas time. So, sometimes that's worth it.
This is Sector 5, right? So where's this place you said Marlene
They did it in
is?
Sector 6, they
Where I
just
think
repeated
she
to
is.
Sector 7. Yeah.
It's a house on the other side of town.
Well, come on then. Pick up the pace.
I'm going as fast as you are.
In fact, I'm leading the pack here, big boy.
I can't even imagine how it looks.
I don't think this guy's got materia either.
Did a plate really fall?
You're literally next door. Did you not catch that? These guys really are simpletons, aren't they? Like, you think something that massive, you just heard it, and it just didn't occur to you that maybe? Good old
Cloud,
Chadley, can't forget about this lovely boy.
Okay. In these trying times, I hope to develop new materia to help us
Gotta
endure.
keep the sheep stupid, man. Come on. Very true. Do we have any new VR missions? No. No, we do not. Do you have any? Oh, you're probably. Was it Magnify? Damn it. Some of these are dirt cheap. Like, you might as well buy them. Well, then they jump up to 1,000 for the next one. You bastards.
Cloud, I've come up with the most fascinating theory.
Oh God, here he goes with
Perhaps
the
you can
theories.
lend me your assistance in gathering data to test it?
He's just adding these things. Sure, you know what? Sure, we can deal with it.
You hear about what happened over in Sector 7?
You know what? I didn't catch actually what happened in Sector 7. I wasn't part of it. Not at all. Oh God, you don't have Magnify either. Oh, this sucks. Is there a way to make materia?
Materia is what you want when shit hits the fan.
I guess you can only get one. I guess so. That sort of sucks, but no, I don't want to. No, these are none of the things I want to do. None of the things that I want to do. There we go. So which one you said was good? You said First Strike, correct? There we go. Does it really matter on who we want to have that on? It gives you the ATB. It gives you ATB at the, oh. Well, Clouds fills up pretty quick to begin with, so I think having that on another character actually is going to be great. Because you could just boom out. Not too much. Whoever has assess is generally to it. Okay. Oh, that makes more sense. I understand what you're saying now. So let's see. Lightning, Hero, Materia, Wind, Fire, Ice. So maybe. I think giving it to Tifa might be better then. I don't know. Although it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work, man. All right. Oh well. We'll throw it on him. It doesn't matter. Just we gotta stop overthinking things here. We're playing on easy here. Just stop thinking. Yes, everyone's gonna cry. Squirt it out. Oh, I thought Eris's house was on.
That's the house.
Marlene! Marlene!
It was in Sector 7. I guess not. Just gonna go barging on in there. That woman is gonna be really upset.
Where's Marlene? Is she here?
Barrett!
Just imagine a large black man with a gun for an arm comes on in demanding a small child
I'm
come
Barrett. Marlene's my little girl.
Yeah, exactly.
Marlene, she's got short hair. She's cute as a button, with the heart of an angel. She was wearing, pink. She was wearing a pink dress today.
Upstairs.
Yeah, relax, dude. It's like 4 in the morning. You can't just come in here demanding to see your child.
Said she's sleeping.
So I'm gonna go up very quietly so I don't
I
wake
wanna
her.
see her
You
too.
never wake a baby.
Come on.
That's apparently
Let's go
what
look
I've
in on
learned
her.
as a Faja. That you never want that to happen ever. I love when characters
Keep it
describe
down.
someone by how
Don't
they
wake
act
her.
because that helps train. Exactly. Yep. Exactly. So are we supposed to have a little idle chit chat here? Go upstairs. She's sleeping, you know. Hey, look, she's got a treasure chest in this
my
room.
baby. Thank God.
Tifa's like, you wanna go on into the other room and knock books? You know, we can keep it quiet at least, maybe.
Shinra has my daughter now.
Yeah, yes.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm the one who asked her to go get Marlene.
Yeah, way to go,
We'd only
Tifa.
just
You
met,
ruined it
but
all.
she was so kind and helpful. I took advantage of her.
It's not your fault.
Her mom looks a little weathered.
It was only
You know
a
what I'm
matter
saying.
of time before she ended up back there.
Because she's an ancient. Is that it?
How did you know that?
So she told you about that.
No, actually, some guy at Shinra told me.
She must trust you all a great
You're
deal.
number 2.
Yes, Aerith is an ancient. Probably the last one living. She's not my daughter.
Yeah, aren't you a freaking ray of sunshine? No, you know what? We never
Not
would
by
have guessed
blood,
that.
I mean. If that's what you were wondering.
So essentially, what you're telling me is she did not pop out of your yoo-hoo. That's a whole
About
other
15
story.
years ago. My husband, he'd been shipped off to fight on the front lines. But then I received a letter
Was that
saying
the-
he'd be home for a bit.
The Shinra Wars?
So when the day came, I went to the station to meet him.
And he wasn't there. I remember this part. I remember this was explained. And he ain't there.
But he didn't
She
come.
still looks just as weathered.
I couldn't help fearing the
15
worst,
years ago.
even then. But I told myself his leave must have been postponed, that he'd been delayed.
Oh yeah, that's
Every
that's
day
it.
I went to wait and to
That's it.
pray.
Thoughts and prayers, they help so many people nowadays.
And that's how I met her and her mother. I thought maybe they'd run away from Wall Market, or that they were topsiders fallen on hard times. I'd seen that sort of thing a lot. Take Aerith somewhere safe.
Did this happen?
Those were her mother's dying
This
words.
part? I don't remember her mom being there. I thought like Aerith was just like stumbling around the train station.
My husband had been away for so long, and I was lonely. So I convinced myself the safest place for the girl was with me.
Is this them explaining more of the story here,
It
or
took
what?
no time at all for her to start feeling like family.
Final Fantasy
She was a
15 or
real
7?
chatterbox.
I haven't been able to put in enough time in the number 15 to make it, so I guess I would have to say 7.
She told me strange stories.
You know, 15's on my
Like
list
how
though,
she and her
Minotauro.
mother had
15's on the
escaped
list.
from
You
some
know,
sort of
I do
facility.
want to play it. The last time I tried to play it,
And how she wasn't sad
my hand was
because her
in a
mother
cast,
had
so
just returned
didn't really
to their
work out
planet.
well. So I took the child. She probably comes
Yeah,
with some
that
type of
sounds about
benefits,
right.
right? You know, childcare benefits, few $100 a month.
I didn't understand
No,
any of it
I
at
can
the
put I can
time.
put a few extra, you know,
When I asked if she meant one in the
Crystal
sky,
Chronicles
she
up your
said
nose.
no.
I need to
This
play
one,
15. I picked
right
up the
here.
Royal Edition when I got my PS4. Well, I heard that they
I mean, what can you say to
Uh,
that?
I know like they didn't add the DLC or anything like for free, but like I know that they did do a lot of additions,
don't be
free
sad.
patches that essentially wrapped
That's
up
what
a
she
lot
said
of
to me
things a
one
little
day,
better.
out of the
Sometimes the
blue.
chapters wouldn't make sense. I don't know.
So
Again,
I
I've
asked
never
her,
played it,
what's wrong?
so I'm only going off of
A
hearsay.
man you really, really loved just died.
Like just
His
now.
heart came a long way to say goodbye. But he couldn't stay because he had to return to the planet.
Great. This weird kid is now telling me that my husband died. I'm gonna
I
banish her
didn't
to a
believe
room.
her, of course.
Get out of here,
And
you
then-
crazy kid.
A few days later, I received a letter saying my husband had been killed in action.
Now you're gonna get the the life insurance. Hence why she was able to upkeep that home and
Things like
you know,
that.
in
She'd
slums.
just know. It was a lot to deal with, but we were happy.
Now she's got a little bit of
And then came
Irish
the knock.
whiskey in that coffee mug. We all know what's really going on here. Why, hello. And some dank ass douche.
Go away!
Now, come on now. That's a smartly dressed man. Looks good, slick.
Aerith,
And we're just gonna be
you
afraid
know
of him.
you're
What is he, a
not just any
Jehovah's
little
Witness?
girl.
Jehovah,
descendant of the
Genova,
ancients.
could all be something.
I had no idea what he meant, so I said, "Who are the ancients?"
Who are you?
They were the original stewards of the planet, whose boundless knowledge and wisdom shall guide us to the promised land.
He's probably from the Church of Scientology.
Some believe the promised land to be a myth. Others,
If you
an
truly
allegory of
hate
sorts.
someone in this world,
But we
just
take the
sign
words
them
of
up
the scriptures at
for
face value
Scientology.
and believe it to be
Get off
quite
my
real.
porch. If you want
Which
to
is
really
why
fuck
Shinra
with their
would like
lives,
very much for Aerith to help
You're
us.
wrong. I'm not an
make a
ancient.
monetary donation to the Church of
But Aerith,
Scientology
even when you're all alone,
for them,
don't you hear voices whispering secrets?
and then they will never leave them alone. It costs you a little bit of money, but hey, it's well worth
But all
it,
three of
people.
us knew that wasn't true.
They'll
That
never be
man
able to get
knew
off their
exactly
porch.
who Aerith
Never.
was, where she'd come from, and what she
I
could
heard
do.
that on a podcast. I'm led to believe that it probably
They knew
works.
where she was, but they didn't just take her? Doesn't sound like the Turks I know.
She had to
I've always
come
wanted
willingly,
to send a glitter
otherwise
bomb,
it wouldn't
but
work, they said.
unfortunately, it's one of
That's
those things
why,
like where you would never,
even if they
you would
did
never
take her
know
away,
the end
I'm
result.
sure she's still being
because
treated
if
like a
you know,
guest.
you're not going to have any
And that they'll
social
send her straight back home
social touch
once
with
they
these
get what
people,
they
so you
need.
would never know like the payoff.
I doubt it.
And isn't that the
You're
whole
not
thing? Like
planning
you want to
anything,
see the
are you?
payoff.
Don't make things worse than they already are.
Oh, they already are
If
worse.
I lost her too, I don't know if I could ever.
Ever what? Finish your sentence. Finish your thought.
Just don't.
We've already
Cloud.
ruined everything.
Maybe she's right about this. Maybe they'll let Aerith go when it's all over.
We all know the answer to that is
Maybe
incorrect.
we'd be better off waiting a little while.
Yeah, we live to make things worse. Yeah. Did you hear that plate fall down? We can make this one
Let's
fall
head
down.
back to Sector 7. Got things to take care of.
Wait, Sector 7 is still around? Is
Like
it just
checking
Barney
up on the
Rubble
bar.
trouble?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure the bar is fine. Somehow.
Okay.
Wait, no. You told me. It was Sector 6 was the plate, right? Was that it? No. Was it? Sector 7 is on fire. What was the plate that fell? I'm so confused right now. Apparently it wasn't Sector 7. Ah, 6 dropped pre-game and 7 just... Okay. But apparently Sector 7's bar is fine. Wait, hold on. Can we go and grab the, Can we go upstairs and grab that, that treasure chest that was in her room? It's gonna tell me, no, she's sleeping. Get out of here. Don't worry, don't mind me, kid. She's a deep sleeper. Out of the way, Barrett, you smelly head. Here's the sex cauldron room. Remember when we had to walk out of here and not wake Aerith and I was tripping over buckets? Yeah, me too. Alright, let's see. Material and equipment. Cloud, titanium bangle. What did we just get? Wasn't any of those things. Maybe it was a mythical amulet. That sounds wonderful. Strengthens, summons, called forth. She finally cleaned. Must be all that stress. Yeah, probably is. I just want a new magnified piece of materia. That's it. That's all I want. Where are we heading here? It doesn't even say. Just that you want to leave the area? I guess so.
The main entrance to Sector 7 is buried under rubble now. So how are we supposed to get back inside?
Underground passage in the park.
Good plan.
But how do we get to the park?
I know another way to
Time
get
to
there.
relish
showed me
in the
before.
destruction. Yeah, great.
This ancient
I
girl
look
moves
forward
her
to all
stuff.
that.
Didn't mean anything by it.
What are y'all watching the news or something?
People heard gunfire.
I don't know why I read that as relish, but that to me also made some sense.
My ears are still ringing.
I still think, like, look, I know that this trilogy is not coming out 6 months apart from each game, but I think that's a huge missed opportunity. Like, I don't know what you do if these parts come out like a year or two in between each part. I really don't know what you do. Like, does everyone lose interest in it? I don't know. That's not going to be good. Not going to be good for anybody. You suffer like I know. I mean, the thing is, like, I guess I wonder, like, for people like you or me who are big Square-Enix fans and will generally play whatever they bring out, I guess fine, but is there not, like, that odd person that, like, loved Final Fantasy VII, has never touched another Square game in their life, and is now, like a buddy of mine at work said, like, you know, he caught my stream
nothing to it.
A couple weeks ago, and he was going on about, like, how he loved the old game, and he was asking me, like, oh, you know, is this game any good? And I said, oh yeah, it's good, but I was like, it's not done yet, and then he was confused. You know, and you can't blame him because these aren't his cup of tea anymore, right? But he just remembers the old school game, and he's just like, well, like, what do you mean it's not done? And, like, to explain to him, it's like, yeah, they're doing 3 parts, and he's like, well, what? Like, he sort of just out of nowhere lost interest, and I can't blame him for that because it makes interest, or he loses interest. Like, it makes sense to me, like, why someone would lose interest like that. So I wonder how many people are like that. You know, are waiting for that game, and like him, you know, like, oh, find out, like, oh, it's a trilogy? No thanks. Like, I'm not waiting, you know, a bajillion years for it all to come out. It just isn't happening. Yeah. I mean, for you and I, like, again, there's going to be more games to play. Square-Enix is going to have a lot of stuff to play. Maybe we can play Final Fantasy 15 in the meantime and whatnot, but
it's on now.
we're just orphans drowning for Square content, and we'll take whatever comes. I mean, to me, I have, you know, I can play the Atlas stuff. I mean, the ongoing joke with Atlas currently is all of the, you know, a lot of them are waiting on Shin Megami Tensei number 5, and the joke is that Persona 6 will come out before Shin Megami Tensei 5 will come out, even though it was announced, like, for the Switch like 2 years ago. So it's the joke of, like, the old Persona 4 game.
Keep it coming. I'm ready.
And especially for people who know, like, it's funny, as someone who's a Persona fan, I've never played the Shin Megami Tensei games. I have interest in them, but it's funny, like, there's a division because Persona has sort of, like, opened up that.
We're ready for anything.
It's opened up a lot of people to that franchise, or not just that franchise, but to Atlas games as a whole. I know I was one of them. And so out of nowhere, you sort of become interested in the other games, but there's some people who are like, oh man, you never played the old Shin Megami Tensei games, you're just a Persona fanboy, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, what's wrong with that? Like, I'm one of the ones that are looking to playing the other games. Like, can't you be, you know, happy with me with open arms and be happy that I'm going to play the older games? It's like Final Fantasy 15 before the Kingdom. So what was that?
Gotta make a
What was that debacle? I'm sorry that I don't know it. Or maybe I just need someone to refresh my memory.
I'm waiting.
There we go. So sometimes having to wait for my character to be able to do anything.
Calling lightning.
Okay, Kingdom Hearts 3 got announced we did before at the same time as 15, but plus Square was saying that they were putting Kingdom Hearts 3 in the back burner. Oh, okay, I remember that.
I'll end this. Whatever.
Ain't got nothing over
I mean, there probably is a little bit of truth to that, though. To be honest, like that'd be my guess. Because like, wasn't there a lot of overlap between those two games with the production or with the development team? I thought I heard that. Like, it's the same director, right? It's the Tetsuya Nomura guy, or whichever his name. Maybe it's the guy that's on this. I can't remember, but you think with two of those big games are supposed to come on, Final Fantasy 15 was being worked on for freaking 10 years. Although also Kingdom Hearts 3 was also being worked on for a bajillion years. So I guess, you know, the argument is like both of them just need to come out. And I guess, you know, and it doesn't help when you have two of those, like those are two really heavily anticipated games, right? Like people wanted both Kingdom Hearts as well as Final Fantasy 15, right?
Nothing's gonna stop.
You would say that.
You know what? That can be believable though. That news can be believable for
Ain't
people.
this some crazy shit?
Let's get it done. Steady.
I mean, do you have any interest in the that Summer Games Fest that's coming out from Jeff Keighley? I find it a little odd, like, although that there is no E3 because of all the COVID, and
There you have it.
before this had even started, like a lot of people were leaving E3 or leaving what was going on about it, and I was like, well, like,
need to provide due compensation.
were you people leaving E3 because you thought it was a shit show or you didn't like its direction, but now you're making your own E3 show and taking advantage of the, you know, the whole situation to be able to do one thing now? I don't know.
Let's do this.
It was just like announced like last week, so oh god, that's a big boy. So that's a Casey Jones right there. Like in my eyes, it almost feels like that they took a lot of what was supposed to be happening with E3 and sort of like, we don't like the direction you're going with, and I'm gonna make my own show, so now we're gonna bury
Just
E3
like that,
now.
okay?
I was like, well, you know, E3 might have had a true shot to come back this year because of new consoles, and now out of nowhere it's got, you know, put on the back burner. I don't know. Like in my opinion, like things like E3 don't even need to exist anymore. Everything is digital. Like you don't need to go somewhere and watch a bunch of conference stuff or to try new games, because half the people don't even care about what these journalists are doing. Show people a trailer, show us what's going on, tell us the end date, and we'll move on with our lives. That's essentially it. Yeah, leaking. Yeah, it's all planned leaks, right?
That it?
Yeah, exactly. You're not wrong. Make a PowerPoint, literally. Why are you guys wasting millions upon millions of marketing dollars
over there?
That way out.
In reality, I mean, maybe make it a little more flashier than a PowerPoint. But that's essentially all people really want. God, even a spreadsheet with games and release dates would suffice for some people. Like just get a little bit of excitement. Old school folks. See, I don't think that's the deal. I just think it's the direction of where it was going and how to go about it, because so many people were dropping off of it. They felt like there was really no need for it. Like I was ready to light these guys up thinking they were like a bunch of bums, but no, they're just normal everyday folks living in the slums. And that has been, well, exactly, and it's like I'm so shocked. Like it took all of the other companies, you know, Sony and Microsoft, so long to copy Nintendo's Direct. Like there was nothing wrong with having a Direct. Like it works. Like it gives you, you know, like 10 games that are coming out. Here's the date or a rough estimate of the date, and you go from there and you get excited, and that's it. Like you don't need to have a giant show floor and the ability to play games. That's why you have journalists and video game outlets and video game websites to go to. Send them to a small little get together at a hotel, play the game for an hour.
It's fine.
Let them write down or
I'm just glad you survived.
Video their thoughts.
Gives me hope for the others.
You don't need to build up the hype machine anymore. I don't think that's needed anymore. But you know, maybe I'm the crazy one. Maybe I don't know. This is
bad.
Mythic, have yourself a good sleep. Thank you for stopping on in and shooting the shit. It's always a pleasure. And yeah, I probably won't be going much longer today as we started a little late, but it's always friendly to have someone to talk to. All the best. Who are we gonna chat
Never
with
know
here?
what you're gonna run into out there. Best be prepared.
You have music, don't you? Nothing else.
Careful out there.
Sector 7, huh?
Yeah. Left a few things behind.
Yeah, a few plates.
You see. I know it's not much, but it's all I got.
Smooth Jazz 94.7. Oh. Alright, so Barrett's got a weapon. Oh, we've got one. So we probably don't. Oh no, he's got. I don't like how they put that. Having a stock. Just put that you have one. Just don't. I feel like we might have to get one of these. A goth chick bangle, popular in the more fashionable circles. Heavy duty bracer, we got one of those. Throw that on Tifa probably. So I'm gonna buy this for Aerith, this for Tifa. We'll buy that for Barrett.
Godspeed.
So he's got a new weapon. She got We already had one of those. Oh well. And Aerith is gonna have... There we go. Alright, so they're each getting some... oh, but I see now what removed that. I see. Well, actually, so now we remove that. Put that with... give him his first... oh, actually, no. So barrier, magnify. That way everyone has it, or can get it. She can have first attack because she's going to get the assess, like Mythic said. So what else we got? So he's got barrier, fire, ice. We do have some lightning. Allows an ally to follow the leader's attack command with an allied from link material. Which, ooh, that might be nice to have too. Fire and ice. You know, you got the basics. I think having that, well, even the provoke might even be good to have. Yeah, throw that on there. Make yourself useful there, champ. And then, of course, Aerith's got healing, cleansing, poison. For some reason, she has 2 healing materials. So what she got? Healing, cleansing, and poison. Shite. Elemental adds the element of the linked materia to your equipment. Wording. Synergy. Prayer materia. Probably. Never know. That might come in handy. And steadfast block materia. Further decrease enemy damage and fills A2. See, I feel like that's something I should put on Cloud because we're generally blocking quite a bit actually. So that probably sounds good. So what's he got? Lightning, healing, and wind. Fire and ice. Unless he's got a new piece of gear. What's he wearing right now? Titanium bangle. So it would be in his best interest to put on something like that. Up the defense, he's gonna score an extra 1. Sure. So then we're gonna put on, what was it, the ATB stagger? No, steadfast block. Perfect. Okay, everything's good with that. We should probably should spend some points, to be honest. Why on earth are why is there still materia on this? Okay. Phew. Okay, I think that's pretty solid. Now we just gotta spend the points. That we also. I just want to check these out. Stagger effect, because we all know we'll screw this up. While analyzing the stagger effect, I verified the existence of a peculiar behavior presumed to be acute response to stress. This stress effect can be harnessed by further field data conditions. Increase stagger damage to bonus 200. What? I don't even know what we're supposed to do there. Trigger refocus. Okay, we probably need to put refocus on something. Monster bio. Assess 30 enemy types. We've done 28. And defeat monsters with 10 unique varieties. Oh, 10 unique varieties. Okay, so we need to put refocus on. So what does refocus do? Allows you to use the refocus limit break, can only be used once per battle. Do I really want to change that out for that? Yeah, throw it on him. Maybe we'll get some use out of it there. Now we just got to spend the time to upgrade the weapons because we haven't been doing that. On basically any of the weapons, they're all leveling up on their own, which is super nice. Yes. All right, that's done. Got scary for the second. So I remember someone saying that there's an automatic you could do with these things. Materia slot. We can throw in the provoke materia in there. Perfect. Nice. Might as well do it for Tifa while we're here. Oh god, that's should probably be using those. But doesn't have as we also need to remove those. Let's see what these move up to. Alright. I feel like we just haven't done anything here. There's a new materia slot. Perfect. Yeah, so that moved up to 48, and we both got some extra points thrown in there. So we're gonna just for Barrett, then we're gonna give him that provoke, and then for Tifa, see that's combined. I feel like I should probably, although I don't have magnify, so although there is something we can. Allows an ally to follow the laser attack command with an attack from linked materia. So obviously we should just link that up with something. probably remove that, put revival here, and then put what's that, synergy? Grants resistance to the resistance to wind might be good too. Although that could be good too. A little bit of ice with our elemental attacks. Why the hell not? All right, that took up a little bit. We've got our music. We're gonna crawl through there, but we're gonna crawl through there another time, ladies and gentlemen, as we can ride on a bench one more time, sit down, enjoy ourselves. That's gonna do it. I apologize for the relatively short stream, but we're gonna come back tomorrow strong with more Final Fantasy VII, and maybe if we're lucky, a little bit more Breath of the Wild. I almost said Breath of the Zelda again, but as always, folks, as Kenny Omega says, goodbye and good night. Bang! We'll see you next time, guys. All the best.